everyone. My name is Kelsey, and we're going to be doing a new moon flow. So you can always do this on days when there's not a new moon in the sky. This is really good at just restoring, rebalancing. Usually when there's a full moon, we want to release a lot of energy. That's when most of the light is being stored with us. We're retrieving it from the sky, but with new moons, they can't see them. The moon is very, very, very small, like less than a crescent. So it's embracing the darkness, going more inwards, deeper feelings. So with that, we're going to probably do a lot of hips tonight and move a little slower, honoring more of that lunar energy. So we'll get started. You could always use any props. I don't have any with me tonight, so if you have none, totally fine. But if you love practicing with a blanket, blocks, or a strap, take whatever you need. Make sure you have some water or some tea near you, and we'll get started in constructive rest. So allowing our feet to be around hip bone distance apart, knees point up towards the sky, and place those hands wherever you feel more grounded. So right now I'm being called to place my palms on top of each hip bone. I feel really secure and safe there. Other days I like having one hand on my belly, one on my heart. It can be more receiving, more open by having your arms wide. Moving far back behind your head, again, nice stretch to the spine. Just naturally, you can play around, just see where your hands want to fall. Shoulders are soft into the ground. And maybe pick up your head slightly, reach it to the top of your mat, and place it back down. We don't want to be holding too much tension in our back body. Relax through the toes. We'll just focus on our breath right now. So big inhale through the nose. Allow the ribs to expand. Pause at the top of your breath like a big full balloon. And then exhale through the nose. Squeeze the stale air out. Allow the navel to head to the spine. Big breath in. Fill up. Big breath out. Soften towards the earth. So continue at your own pace with this breath, a few more rounds in and out. For this new moon, if you have any intentions you'd like to set, I encourage you to say them as you breathe in, whatever you want to attract into your life in this next moon cycle. And similarly, if you want to release anything, I encourage you to say that, breathe it, think it as you exhale, as you let the air back out, release what energy you no longer want with you. Letting that breath lengthen by an inhale or an exhale. Maybe by a few more seconds. Nice, slow, steady breath. And on our next exhale, we'll hug that right knee, sending it into our chest. If you have a strap, it's a good time to use it. And we don't have to go to our full range of motion right now. Just bring that right knee comfortably into your heart. Wherever it naturally decides to pause, that's where you'll just stay with it. And breathe into this new shape that's in the body. allowing yourself to maybe push down that left foot that's on the ground so you have some counter tension going on. Allow the shoulders to stay soft. And that right hand could stay on the right knee. The knee could be totally free. We're going to draw circles now with that right knee on the sky, lubricating and opening the right hip flexor. Big breath in. Big breath out. And as you exhale, we'll just bring those circles in the opposite direction. Notice your left knee. We're just being conscious of it, making sure it stays in relatively the same place. Work on stabilizing the core here. Big breath in. Big breath out. And we'll just stay with that right knee open out to the right wall. Staying with that right knee bent, almost like you're coming into half frog. You would be on your back for it. If it feels good to you, you can play around with bending and straightening through the right knee or the right ankle. And always allow your body to explore. You can always take this pose in whatever direction you want. Right now I want to feel what it's like to have half happy baby. So I'm going to grab onto my toes. We can always grab onto the ankles or the shins here. As the sole of my right foot's headed up towards the moon. Big breath in. Big breath out. We'll naturally come back through center. Allow the right foot to plant back down on the earth in line with your right knee and your right hip. And as we exhale, hug the left knee in. Again, just bringing it as close as feels comfortable right now. Inhale, fill up the belly. Exhale, melt and go a little deeper into the pose. We'll start with those circles, allowing that knee to be guided or it can be free. As we open up the hip, the circles could be bigger or smaller. Use your breath to determine how fast or slow you want your pacing to be. And as we exhale, we'll just bring the circles in the opposite direction. Keeping that core engaged, so an easy way to do that is to just have those hip bones planted down into your mat. So the only thing that wants to move right now is that left leg, that left hip. We'll send that left leg all the way out as far as it can go right now to the left wall. You don't have to push it past its limit or drag it down. Just naturally see how far it can open. If we're really tight, it may not open that far, which is totally fine. Just breathe into the space. Big inhale. And big exhale. I'm going to play around here. Again, I like to kind of straighten and bend back through this left knee. That's what feels good tonight in my body. But you decide where you want to take it. You can feel, test out a half happy baby. Big breath in. Big breath out. We'll come back through center. We'll open our arms out wide to our wingspan and separate those feet, walk them as far away from each other as they can get, maybe as wide as the mat. And we'll just windshield wiper a few times our knees side to side. We'll allow both knees to head towards the right. You can stay with the gaze on the ceiling, or your drishti, your gaze can go down the left arm. Big breath in. Exhale, soften into the twist. Big breath in. Exhale to release. We'll just exchange. We'll let the gaze drop over to the right. Maybe those knees take a few more windshield wipers before they settle off towards the left. Allowing your spine to open up. Allowing your knees to get heavy. Stay with your breath. One more big inhale and exhale. We'll gather both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little hug and we'll rock side to side. And you can choose to spill off to one side and find a seat, or you can rock and roll and find your way to center in a seated pose. So you could always cross the legs in lotus or half lotus. You can always have the legs out in front of you. Or you could sit on top of your shins for a hero's pose if you wish. You can always place a block under your sits bones. Just want to sit nice and tall. Big breath in. Big breath out. As you inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. Interlace your thumbs. We're just going to make circles with our rib cage. And circles with our fingertips on the stars. You want to activate the core as the ribs are moving almost in this cylinder shape. You may feel tight or crunchy or awkward at first. We kind of want to just move all that fascia, the tight muscles, allow them to open up and find space. When you're ready, we'll drop the right hand outside the right hip as far as it can go as you reach the left arm over to the right ball. So we want to keep that left glute down so we really feel a stretch through our obliques and our left side body. Inhale back through center. And exhale, plant the left hand as far away as we can go with it and reach the right arm over to the left wall. Again, keep the right glute planted and really feel the opening to the right rib cage here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Coming back through center. This time as we exhale, we'll just cactus the arms, then go beyond the cactus and squeeze the elbows into the low ribs. Lift the heart and the gaze upwards. Exhale, plant the hands and the knees, and we'll find our way to tabletop. Just a few cats and cows here to warm up. Feel free also if you want to warm up the wrists by shifting the weight forwards and backwards in the table. But let yourself go where you need to go. Maybe a child's pose at this point will feel best for you. Just attach movement to your breath, no right or wrongs. Whenever your spine and your body feels ready, we'll come into our downward facing dog. Hips high, head heavy. Maybe the knees stay a little bent, especially towards the beginning of the down dog if your hamstrings are tight. You can always pedal it out to warm up as well, bending one knee, then the other. Stay with that nice breath. And as we exhale, put a little bend into those knees. Exhale, drop the head a little more. And we'll walk those hands all the way back to our feet, back of the mat, forward fold, head heavy. You can always gather your hands behind your calves if you'd like. You can drop the hands in front of your feet. Maybe play around with tipping the weight forwards more into your toes. Tipping the weight back more into your heels. Just allowing the head to get heavy. We'll find stillness, a neutral place for our feet. As we inhale, nice halfway lift. You can press the palms into your thighs, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold again, let the head get heavy. Inhale, roll up all the way to standing, reaching those arms overhead. As we exhale, side body bend to the right. Inhale, center. And side body bend to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Bow the brain, forward fold. Inhale back to a halfway lift. And then we'll plant the palms when we're ready and walk into our down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we're going to come onto our tippy toes and roll our weight forward into a high plank, high push-up position. Big breath in. And exhale, send the hips high again. Find your down dog as you drop the head. Inhale, roll forwards into that high plank. Squeezing the glutes and the core. Exhale, back to your down dog. Once more, roll into that high plank. And exhale, send it back. This time we'll inhale, lift that right leg high to the sky, three-legged. Just going to roll out our right ankle a few times. And go the other way. Lift the right toes a little higher. Then exhale, bring the right knee towards the right elbow. And bring it forwards towards the right, or towards your nose with the right nostril. Then quietly step the right foot through the hands. We'll drop our back left knee down, finding the crane pose as you inhale to rise. You can always put a blanket under your left knee if you want a little cushion there. Big breath in. As we exhale, we're just going to drop the right hand down towards the ground and reach, reach, reach with the left. Opening up through that left hip, the left side body. Inhale through center. This time, lean your heart forward. Reach your arms forward so there's a diagonal from the left knee to the wrist. And exhale, pulling the elbows into the side body, lift the heart and head. Inhale, back to crane. This time we'll reach the arms out in front of our shoulders, so thumbs up, pinkies down. We'll pull back that right arm like a bow and arrow. Allow the right arm to reach the back wall, open arm twist. Big breath in, big breath out. Coming back through center. We'll frame this right foot, pick up the left back knee, curl those left toes. We're just going to shift our weight forwards and backwards, really straightening and then bending into that right front knee. Okay, we're going to find stability again, stillness, right knee over the right high to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, drop the head a little more. Try to think of really just bowing the brain instead of working so much on lifting left toes. From here, we'll reach the right hand in front of the right foot and open up to our half moon. So flexing that left foot as we stack the hips and reach the left arm high to the sky. As you exhale, we'll start to bend that right knee again and find our warrior two, sending the left foot to the back of the mat, arms to our wingspan. Big breath in, flip the right palm up and send it back as you reverse your warrior. Big breath in, big breath out. Exhale, we'll find extended side angle, right forearm down, reaching that left arm towards the wall, wherever's in front of you. Big breath in. Exhale, send the left hand down under our left shoulder, open arm twist, reach the right arm to the sky, finding that low lunge with the twist here. Exhale, that right hand will come down as we send the right foot back, three-legged dog. We'll place the right foot down, finding down dog again. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Just roll out that left ankle. And go the other way. Bring that left knee towards left elbow, then towards the nose, and then stepping it through as we drop that back right knee down, finding our crane pose, lifting the arms high. We're going to drop the left arm down and reach the right arm over that way. So nice opening to the right ribs again. Lean forward to that left knee. Inhale, arms high. And find a little tilt forward, a little diagonal from the wrist to that right kneecap. Big breath in. Exhale, send the elbows into the low ribs, lift the heart and the head. Nice back bend. We'll send those arms straight out in front of us, in front of our shoulders. Squeezing the core. We'll pull that left elbow back like a bow and arrow. Open arm twist. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. As you exhale, frame that left foot. Curl the right toes and pick up that right knee. And allow yourself to shift the weight forwards and backwards. And finding a low lunge with a twist here. Reaching the left arm high. Exhale to frame that left hand again. And we'll reach the right leg to the sky for your standing splits. Again, think of inhaling, fill up the belly, exhaling, dropping the head. Coming into that half moon when you're ready, left hand in front of the left foot, open the right arm to the sky, and flex the right foot as well. Big breath in, big breath out. Slowly bend that front left knee, landing in our warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale and exhale. Flip the left palm to the sky reverse your warrior. Find that nice stretch. Keeping the left knee bent. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, extended side angle. Reaching that right arm to the top of your mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Send that right hand down. We already did the open arm low lunge twist. We'll just send that left foot back, three-legged. And allow the left toes to meet the right. Your down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Walking the hands to the back of the mat again, to your feet. Maybe you notice the body feels different now in this nice forward fold. Bend a little deeper. Stay with your breath. We'll separate our feet as wide as the mat. Heels in, toes out. And as you exhale, bend the knees, send the glutes down, finding our goddess squat. Elbows will help open up the knees. Try to think of your heart and your head lifting up to the sky, so that weight isn't just dumping or hanging down. Big breath in, big breath out. Nice and slow, we'll stand up from this goddess, squeezing the glutes, reaching the arms high. Exhale, reaching the right arm down the right leg as you side body bend and reach to the left. Inhale through center, open the arms for a nice star pose. Let the left hand drip down the left leg and reach over with your right. Inhale back through center. We'll toe heel those feet back to hip bone distance apart and fold forward. And crawl your hands back up to down dog. We'll just drop the knees, make our way onto our back body. Allowing your shoulders to settle. We'll grab our knees back in. Give yourself a nice rock, side to side. We'll find our full version of happy baby. So grab into the toes, the ankles, or the shins. And you can stay still or rock side to side. Inhale, come back through center. We'll find legs up the wall, just allowing the blood to flow the other way. Now remembering that if you did this a few days after the new moon, it still have the same effects, your intentions. So if you want to call them back to mind as you breathe in, tell yourself what you want to attract with this next moon cycle. And as you breathe out, maybe say something you want to release. Tell the universe what no longer serves you, what you don't need to hold on to, especially in our body. And physically just let go. And we'll hug the knees back into the chest. And prepare for your Shavasana, your final resting pose. You can look whatever shape or form you'd like. You all will stay there. Maybe light your favorite candle or put on your favorite song. Give yourself at least 5 minutes in Shavasana so your body can absorb everything we just did. Please drink some water after you get up, but stay here. Allow yourself just to be. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Bring my hands to the heart and tell each of you, Namaste.